Now, at the conclusion of 4.4, we are going to take a look at a case study. The case study is about professional and personal ethics and how they come together to help a person develop professionally as an integral person. So, the supplier selection dilemma, personal ties versus professional impartiality. Background of the case study: Natural Herbs and Health (NHH) is a growing wellness company specializing in Ayurvedic products. They pride themselves on sourcing high quality, authentic herbs directly from local farmers and suppliers. Ms. Priya Sharma is the head of procurement at NHH, responsible for securing all raw materials. She is known for her meticulousness and dedication to quality. NHH is looking to finalize a major new contract for critical herb Brahmi, which is essential for their flagship memory enhancing supplement. The contract is significant, valued at rupees 50 lakhs annually, and guarantees a stable income for the chosen supplier. So, with this case study, we are now going to take a look at how Ms. Priya Sharma faces a conflict in this particular company related to the marketing and supply of the Brahmi medication. So, with this, we are also going to see that how a professional person is able to develop their own code of ethics also. So, the first or the very foremost thing that we are going to take a look at is the conflict of interest. Priya receives three bids from potential suppliers, the first being Organic Farm Collective, the second being Mountain Botanicals, the third being the Organic Company. The first, that is Organic Farms Collective, a large established supplier with excellent quality control and competitive pricing. The second is Mountain Botanicals, a relatively new medium sized supplier, also with good quality, but their pricing is slightly higher. Dev Bhumi Organics, a small local supplier run by Priya's brother in law, Mr. Rakesh Kumar. Their bid is also slightly higher than Organic Farms Collective, and their scale of operation is smaller, potentially posing a risk for consistent large volume supply. Let's see what the dilemma Miss Priya has. Priya immediately recognizes the conflict. Her professional duty is to select the best supplier for NHH based purely on merit, quality, and cost effectiveness. However, her personal relationship with Mr. Rakesh creates a significant ethical challenge. Now she is a person, a professional working for the company, wherein the integrity of the company as well as the integrity of the employee, that is Ms. Priya Sharma, has to fall in line so that the business prospers, so that there is financial gain. Now, we are going to take a look at the kind of conflict that Priya is going to face, considering that Mr. Rakesh is related to her, and how she is going to decide upon picking up the correct company. Priya feels immense internal pressure. Now, the pressure that is on her is professional integrity versus familial obligation. Her core value of integrity, doing what's right, what's fair, and honest, clashes with a subtle familial pull to support her brother in law. Perceived impartiality. Now she's in a position where she has to unbiasedly pick up a company. Even if the organic company were genuinely the best choice, which they aren't, based on the bids, the decision would appear biased to her colleagues and the other bidders. This could erode her trust with NHH. Financial impact on NHH, what is it going to be? Every bidder that is picked up does bring its financial baggage also. Choosing a suboptimal supplier could lead to higher costs inconsistent quality, and potential supply chain disruption. Considering that Mr. Rakesh's company was had a higher bid than the organic farm collective, as well as that his supply chain was smaller than theirs. Ultimately, it would impact the company's profitability and reputation. Impact on Mr. Rakesh. Now, it is not only Miss Priya who is going to be affected, but Mr. Rakesh as well. If she doesn't choose Rakesh, it might strain family relations. If she does and he underperforms, it could damage his nascent business and her reputation even more. So both of them are at risk. Legal and ethical breach. Most companies have strict policies against conflict of interest. Failing to disclose or manage this conflict could lead to disciplinary action, including termination. Ethical decision making process. Now comes the real test of time. Priya understands that the conflict isn't just about her decision, but about the process of making that decision transparently and fairly. She considers her options. Let's see what her options are going to be. Ignore the conflict, evaluate all bids as usual, and simply select the best one, hoping no one finds out about her relation with Mr. Rakesh. This would be a serious breach of integrity. And Priya, considering what we've seen, is a thorough professional. So I don't think that there is going to be a breach of integrity anywhere. Rescue herself entirely, step back from the entire Brahmi supplier selection process. That would be also very wise. That is going to keep her mind sane as well. Disclose and mitigate. Disclose the conflict to her superior and HR and follow a predefined process to manage it. So, this is yet another way which is going to be unbiased, is going to be very fair, and is not going to be a mental strain on Priya. Priya, guided by her strong professional ethics and commitment to transparency and fairness, chooses the third option. Now, the third option, the decision and its consequences. Everything that we choose professionally does have its consequences also. So, the decision that she took. Priya immediately schedules a meeting with her direct supervisor, Mr. Ashok Verma, and the head of HR, Ms. Suman Negi. She fully discloses a relationship with Mr. Rakesh Kumar of the organic company and the existence of his bid, the fact that he is family and also is a bidder. She states her desire to ensure fairness and transparency in the process and seek their guidance on how to proceed without compromising the interest of NHH as well as her own integrity. Now, management responses and the mitigation strategy, how to dissolve and dissipate the situation. Mr. Verma and Miss Negi commend Priya for her honesty and proactive approach. Together, they decide on the following mitigation steps. Temporary recusal from evaluation. Priya will be excluded from the direct evaluation and final decision making of the Brahmi supplier. Independent committee. An independent committee comprising Mr. Verma, a representative from the quality control department, and a finance expert will be formed to review all three bids and make the final selection. Strict evaluation criteria, which is going to be very, very essential. All bids will be evaluated strictly against predefined objective criteria, quality certification, pricing, supply capacity, past performances, etc. So they have set up a checklist to help all the companies be fair and biasedly judged. Documentation. All communications and decisions related to the selection process will be meticulously documented. So, everything is going to be very fair. The framework, the checklist is going to allow them to give all the companies, three companies, a fair chance and to have an unbiased decision. Now, we are going to take a look at the outcomes. So, every outcome has a short term impact and a long term impact. So, the short term impact that is going to be here is the slight delay first. There was a minor delay in the supplier selection process due to the need to form an independent committee. So, they had to form an independent committee, so it delayed the process a little. Internal scrutiny. Priya felt a brief period of discomfort under increased scrutiny, but her transparency quickly diffused any potential negative perception. So she was able to void off any integral issue. Now, the long term. Long term obviously remains for times to come. Enhanced trust and reputation. That is, within NHH, Priya's integrity was reinforced. Colleagues and management developed deeper trust in her professional and ethical compass. This strengthened the internal culture and transparency. Externally, how did it help? NHH, the reputation of fair business, the practices was upheld. Other suppliers knew the process was unbiased. Optimal supplier selection. The independent committee, free from any personal bias, objectively selected Organic Farm Collective, the first bidder, as the best fit. Based on their superior capacity and competitive pricing, this ensured NHH secured the best deal for its Brahmi supply, benefiting the company financially and ensuring consistent product quality. Preserved relationships. Professional. Priya maintained her strong professional standing and relationship within the NHH. Familial. While Rakesh might have been a little disappointed, he understood that Priya acted professionally and fairly. Their family relationship remained intact because Priya's integrity was clear. No legal or ethical breach. The company avoided any potential legal or ethical challenges that could have arisen from a compromised selection process. Mutual fulfillment for Priya as well as for the company. Priya experienced the fulfillment of knowing she acted rightly and professionally. NHH benefited from the supplier, the best supplier. The entire situation reinforced the importance of ethical conduct. Now, the conclusion of the case study, which is very, very important to understand how Priya navigates this ethical and professional dilemma which comes to her. The case study vividly illustrates that a conflict of interest arises when personal interests or relationships could improperly influence professional judgment. What it highlights to us: integrity as the guiding principle. Priya's decision to proactively disclose and manage the conflict, rather than conceal it or rationalize a biased choice, demonstrates to integrity. Integrity isn't just about doing the right thing, it's about being transparent and honest, even when it is uncomfortable. Transparency is the key to trust. And how is that possible? Openly acknowledging the conflict and seeking guidance is crucial for maintaining trust, both internal with colleagues and management and external with suppliers and customers. Protecting organizational interests. Managing conflicts of interest isn't just about individual ethics, it's vital for protecting the organization from financial loss, reputational damage, and legal repercussions. The broader impact of values. Priya's ethical choice contributed to a stronger, more transparent organizational culture at the national and natural herbs, leading to better business outcomes and a healthier work environment. It shows how personal values like honesty and fairness directly translate into professional excellence and positive consequences. So, no matter how hard it may have been for Priya, but she did choose to live by her integrity. The integrity that could bring along good ethical compass for her and also laud her within the company system for being good.